Что-то темень какая-то даже у мышки появилась. Обалдеть. Лягушки. Мы на лягушках вчера остановились. Почему я в потолок все время прям? О, что это? Набор кузнеца взять. Взять, забрать, украсть и выбежать. Это мой. Так, каковы? Значит, даровать Ройлу Генику, украсть Таховским. Пошли, значит, на... Кому? Где? Где ты? Кому хлебало бить? Ну-ка, показывайся. Вот.
Greetings to you.
Тебе пьянь.
What are you doing here?
Кому из вас?
You can't be here.
А, да. Блять. И чё, он внутри, да?
That's it. Go now.
Сука. Не тебе ебал, блин. Погоди, это кошка? Это, блядь, кошка. Она еще и бегает. Еба. Я впервые вижу кошку в этой игре.
Lord be with you. How's it going? It's shit. How come? Because I have to guard this bloody maypole. I can't even get a good night's sleep because of it. And then there's...
What did you want to say? Sometimes it's better to share your troubles.
I mean, it's about Manka. I'm sure you've noticed her.
Oh,
Exactly. Me and Manka love each other, but her parents are against it. I don't even know why. They forbid her from seeing me. We went to a dance together in Troskovitz recently. Now they're keeping close watch over her and causing problems for me.
well, they can't be watching her all the time, can they? Just go out late at night.
We've done that a few times, but we can't now. There's no time for it. I've got to stand watch. This year, they want to keep the maypole up until harvest, and that's still far off.
Listen, I've got an idea. How about I stand watch in your stead for one night? You and Manka can go somewhere in the meantime.
You do that for us?
Of course.
All right, we have a deal. Ask Manka and let me know what she says.
Henrik.
What? Why do you?
No, it's just that I've been hearing some interesting things about...
Ah, let them talk.
Why did they leave?
I'm not sure. This place isn't too bad. Penna left after Pa died, and Rudlin right after Ma's passing.
And where did they go?
Hard to say. One said he'd head towards Prague, but as for where they are now, I've no clue. I hope I get to see them again.
I hear you've got Wanderer's blood, and you're getting ready to leave, just like them. I'm a bit of a wanderer myself. Will you take...
This again? Just you wait. I'll show you. Just like...
When you say show, do you mean run away? I've heard that's all you can do.
Come on, then. You're mine.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Просто бесполезная, блядь, драка. О, пробил. Есть пробитие. Надо отдохнуть. О, теперь пошел риск. О, увернулся. Блядь. Пошел.
Letting myself get riled up like that again. All of you can piss off. Take that maypole.
I'm too conspicuous during the day. Better to try at night.
Ты уверен?
I need to find an axe somewhere.
А, да, топор. О. Ой, топор есть?
How can I help you?
А погоди, у меня у самого есть топор, по-моему, лошади, да? Да.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
Да.
When's the last time I ate something?
Да ты задрал. Кто что заметит, блядь, срублю и все. А, он полез? А зачем топор тогда надо? Сука, заметили.
Ah, there you are, you horse. I'll have.
Ладно. Попытка не пытка была. Так, ладненько тогда.
Aren't those dice sad you're just letting them sit there?
God be with you.
That's a beautiful maypole you have there. You don't see that?
They should. Them Geliovites try to steal it. But our why are you so interested?
I'm from a small town myself, and I can appreciate a nice maypole.
Tell me about it. A real headache it is. Sorry. I'm just a bit on edge, Steve. And if someone had bad intentions, Henrik would show them how we do things. That's the one thing he's good for.
That shepherd, Alshi.
Aye, that's my boy. He's going to be really important one day. I arranged for him to learn from Bailiff Trush, so we'll have a bit. But now it's his turn to look after the livestock, so he can't go there.
I wonder how long I'll be stuck here today.
What's new?
You should pay a visit to Old Mouth sometime. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things, but only if you bring him some liquor. I have some here to sell. And that's all, lads.
Sounds interesting. I wanted to ask about.
What about it?
Did he do something to you? Sounds like you're not.
Aye, I'm not. He's been getting on my nerves ever since he got together with... I'm afraid he'll mess with her head and run off with her. Just like his bloody...
Where did they go?
What do I know? One day they just packed up and wandered off. Their village wasn't... I wouldn't mind if someone went and beat the thoughts of Manka out of his head. Maybe someone...
You're not the first to mention something.
I reckon Voika told you about it already, didn't she? No wonder. We both only want what's best for our daughter.
Good news. I kicked.
That's what I like to hear. I'll see to it that word gets out, but I'd better wait till tomorrow when he's back on his feet. If the other lot found out Henrik's licking his wounds, I'm sure that we can do without a guard for one night.
Exactly. What's...
Well, but never mind. Where were we? Aye. I'm glad he got what was coming to him. Maybe Manka will even understand she can do better. Anyway, it's good to know you're
А чё за Ольбрум? Блять, сдать, не сдать.
Listen, Prochek. Those Geliovites are plotting something.
What?
Old Olbram offered me some groschen to steal your maypole.
Ай,
Damn it.
блять.
That bitter old fool just... As if it wasn't enough that we fairly and honourably took theirs, and then fairly and honourably kicked their asses when they tried to take ours. It's a tradition, but for him to send some bloody outsider like...
Hey, this bloody outsider just did you a favour and told you everything, though he didn't...
Aye, he did. And we value honesty around.
Thanks. I see the people...
That we are. Speaking of which, I reckon it would be fair to repay Olbram and... Let me know if you're interested. I came up with a nice little pastime that's sure to make Olbram...
So what should I do?
Listen up then. Old Olbram the owner of the biggest plot of land in Zhelyov, has this beautiful... Obviously, he's very proud of it. Now you, will give his beautiful snow-white bull... It's simple, right?
Painting a bull, eh? That sounds like fun.
Right. We just have to work out a few details first. We have to get... I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village. But you can try and ask Bartoszek, the tailor in Trotskov. And after that, we'll have to make sure the bull stays still while you're... Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. I hear he can... If you pour it in the bull's water trough, I'm sure it'll... But watch out. That beast is enormous. You'd better put at least 3 doses of the...
All right, then.
And remember, it's supposed to be a joke. If you get caught, or something goes wrong, the whole...
Right. So I need paint... Why do you...
It's their fault. They keep playing... Olbram's the worst of them all. The nasty old codger. He's the one that stole our past...
Пастбище?
What past?
The one that stretches from the orchard behind the Takov down to the gamekeeper's lodge. It's been ours since time...
And how did they take it from you?
Save the jokes, will you? There's a tree down by the gamekeeper's lodge that marks... My father, God rest his soul, was there when they agreed on it. He got a proper ass kicking so he'd remember it. And remember it he did. But then fucking Olbram came along, claiming it was the other way around. And that pasture belonged to...
Well,
Do you think we haven't tried? But there's no... Year after year we meet in that pasture. I tell it like it was, but Olbram always starts spewing his lies. Then we end up arguing until the sun sets. And when the Zhelyevites are at wit's end, they come at us. And nothing ever gets solved. We managed to convince them to at least give us back half the pasture. But I know the whole bloody thing belongs to us. We can't just leave things like this.
I'll have a look.
Так, а что, у меня есть вино? У меня есть вино. Ну, раз, стоп. Сколько у меня шнапсика? Почему ты видишь мой шнапсик?
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Excuse me?
Christ! Pardon me.
Greetings. Do you...
people call you the mouth, right? They say you tell all sorts of stories.
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Zdeněk. Got that? What do people call you then? Bughead? Arse face?
I'm sorry, Zdeněk.
Pleased to meet you. But you were right about... I could tell you stories so sad they'd make... Or would you prefer something so scary? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or...
I know quite a few stories myself. How about a trade?
All right, then. But if it's the one about the magic porridge pot, don't bother. I've heard it, and that story always leads...
I know a romantic tale about a knight, his lady love, and 3 impossible tasks he had to undertake to win. He had to bring her the sweetest wine, tame the wildest horse, and make a crown with the rarest...
And then? What happened when he...
Well, the lady of his heart showed her gratitude by giving him the most precious thing she had.
Ho ho! A raunchy ending. That'll be
That one
popular with the
story.
lads round here. If I were you, I'd make it longer. To last a whole evening at a Wickeds. And now, I'll tell you a tale. And so what kind of story would you like?
I'm far too old for fairy tales. Tell me a scare.
Don't you worry. I've got just the... So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace. So but as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old...
Good God. I'd grab that without a second.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big... He searched the pond again, and this time he pulled out his own axe. Nothing but...
Wait, Matthias threw the silver axe back?
A fool, you say? Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond. Silver axe... You're a righteous man, Matthias. And for your honesty, Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us... Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. So he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe!" But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset. When Kuba reached down into the water for a third time, the water goblin seized the... Well,
All was as it should have been.
I don't think so. He went to the water goblin and begged for his brother's body so he could take him home and bury him. But the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged, he stopped to rest by an old oak tree. And he used the silver axe to cut off a branch, but it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. So he started bashing the silver axe against a big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it. Yet no matter what, with the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty there. He buried both his brother and the silver axe. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves, and the locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then. But some have had the bad luck to bump. And when you walk by the pier where it all happened, you can still hear his
That was a...
Story? What story?
Why hasn't anyone gone looking for the axe?
Because it brings misfortune. Look for yourself if Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The Water Goblin's Pier is somewhere, but leave me out of it. Well...
Опор из озера. Надо найти. Отойди. Отойди.
I apologize.
Пятый. Почему он красным горит? Нихуя себе. Так, ну короче, сейчас. Блять, а можешь убить ночью, залезть и спиздить? Ну, зачем я себе усложнил?
Greetings to you.
What would you like? I need some. Did you get tired of blacksmith? I just happen to know of some. I used a concoction that will put even a startled mare to sleep in no time. But the recipe is an old blacksmith's secret. You're in the trade, so listen up then. You take some poppy and thistle and boil them in oil. Then, after it cools off...
That doesn't sound...
Пу-пу-пу-пу-пу. Дневник игрок ремесло. Надо было. Блять, а я прослушал. Серьезно? Что-то там, что-то помолвку взять? Что-то там еще? Так, я понял, что все на сонном зеленом спе. Осталось только раздобыть чутка мака. чертополоха, вороньего глаза и до ближайшей химической лавки добечь. Маг, чертополох и вороньий глаз. У меня есть такое? Ту-ту-ту-ту-ту. Маг, чертополох. Блять, а вороньий глаз. Это плохо. Это грустно. Это печально. Иди в задницу, блин, хорошая ложь. Уебалась.
Go! Go!
Что за? Ох ты, бык. Что это, блядь, тут у меня? Пожрать забыл. Красть. Красть не надо. Зибрад.
It looks like you're...
Eh? What else would I be doing? I used to be an adventurous soul, but a ram bit me in the knee. Judging by the look of you, you are...
No. My name's Henry, and...
Well, my word, some wolves are killing my sheep again. I'll make it worth your while.
All right.
Blimey, you're a great fella. Just yesterday, they tore one apart over there on the path. See if they left any... And when you find the bloodthirsty beasts, kill them all. May I finally have... I mean, it ain't that I don't trust you, but I'd rather... God be with you.
Ну вот еще, блядь, миссию взял. Без этого не хватало. Уже глаза разбегаются по этим миссиям.
This must be the slaughtered sheep. Mutt won't have any trouble tracking them down.
Блин, что-то роет уже там дебил.
Here, Mutt. Search. Blood. I'm definitely on the right track now.
Бля, какие умные волки, они чисто по тропинке ходят.
The wolves must have passed through here.
По правилам движения, да. Ну, по сути, можно было и без псины нормально отслеживать.
The wolves are bound to be close. These must be wolf tracks.
Вот сюда. А вот и волки.
What is it, Mutt?
Да ёбаный ты, блядь, сука, инвалид. Ух, сука. Иди сюда, тварь. Блядь. Пиздец.
I mustn't forget their ears.
Так, Дерево потрошу. Надо ушки. Лучше. Ну, все вещи опять заморал. Слушай ты.
Look what I have for you.
На, заслужил. Да, я первого захерачил. Что-то даже не припомню.
Poor sheep. Not much left of it.
Блин, реально, а где третьего-то? Что? Как будто бы где-то в кустах. Где? Он еще серый гад. Не видать его. Здесь. Бил. Блин. Дай бог приду там. Скажу, где три был. А, вот еще один, да, рядом валялся.
I really need to eat something. Quick! Ka! Whoa! About the...
Ah, I was just wondering if you'd be bringing me good news.
Aye, they are.
So many of them. Blimey, you're a true hero. If you feel like helping some more herds, boys, young Smoljik tends his flock between Tachov and Trosk, or old Stanislav. You'll find him near the forest, west. I'm certain they'll be pleased to see you.
I'm
Farewell,
feeling a bit
good sir.
peckish.
Ну, вот как раз. Хавчик дал. Да ёб твою мать. Задрали все эти тупо. Звоночки. Троски можешь сразу заглянуть.
Quick!
Где-то розы будут.
Go! You fucker!
Я не факер. Так.
Christ! Stop it!
Да,
I've
вот на
been
этого
waiting
приведись.
for you. You're no match for us, fucker. Bad luck.
Пес помогать будет?
Show your stuff.
Твоя-то бойня. помогал. Сука, не достал.
Fuck yourself!
И нахуй кто?
And at the dawn of the seventh day...
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. I was just thanking you. If it weren't for you...
Well, thanks is all well and...
I understand, hero.
What would that be?
The rare opportunity I'm about to... I purvey wares from the most mysterious ends of the earth. The water of life. A magic... All this could be yours. And for you, my hero, at a...
А, это те балбесы, блядь. Ой, нихуя она стоит. Так, а ты что покупаешь? Это говно купишь? Купишь. Ты, блядь, не купил. Это говно. Ой, кстати, я так и не одел.
I think I'll be...
Вот это вообще нищеброд был. Это... Да что ты? Вороток соточку стоит. Сака дерьмо. О, какой панцирь классный. Носатый. Я сказал носатый.
Go! Hey! You nearly ran into me!
Да.
Go! Quick! Quick! God!
Где тоже ты дашь? Мимо.
Go! God!
Вот, не, вниз, да, вот сюда. Почему я в эту сторону, блядь, стою лицом? Если мне вот туда. Ну,
Quick!
что это за дорога?
Quick!
А дорогу лишь не назовешь, что? Понятно, спит уж морда. Вот какой он дикий. Ну да.
Good evening. What do you...
So you're that...
What did you call me?
It's just that I've heard you're the best...
Ah, so that's what this is about.
My name's Henry, and I know a bit. I reckon I've beaten every fighter in the region. So I got...
You mean to beat me too? I don't know. I'm getting too...
I came all the way here to see you. I'm giving you the chance to hit me with impute. Do I really have to try to convince you?
At least embarrassment doesn't hurt. But bruises, cuts...
Are you trying to intimidate?
Not at all. I just want to be sure you know what you're getting.
I've been through a lot worse.
All right, then. If it's really what you want, let's do... First of all, we'll only fight once. I don't want you begging. And second, the fight ends when one of us gives up. I don't want to have to try to...
All right, agreed. Should we get right into it?
Fine. Let's go over there, so you don't tramp. I'll be with you. Oof. Christ! Shit!
Так, я уже устал.
Don't be a coward and attack!
На грядке с тобой тут пиздиться.
I'm too old for this shit.
Много в темноте, да, и так.
I'm all
Что такое?
yours. I'll tell you, men used to fight better. I really don't need this anymore.
На,
There. That's that.
You really gave me a licking, lad.
You pack a hell of a punch yourself. For a herbalist.
Wow. Now what? I'd hate to...
I didn't challenge you for money.
And I'm not offering you any. Or I could show you how to treat them yourself. What do
Actually, why not?
That's more... And listen, what if that moment were to last a little longer? I have some lovely... We could chat a while.
Did you say...
Homemade, my friend. Come. On. Have another with...
Another one? This'll be the 7th.
Don't be like that. You can't... You just puke in my flower bed and fall asleep on an anthill somewhere.
Well, that's your fault for living in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
It has its benefits too, you know.
Aye?
I'm my own master here. I don't give a flying toss about what's happening somewhere.
Isn't it a bit of a...
Don't make me out to be some kind of hermit. I get people come, and once in a blue moon, someone comes.
Does that happen often?
Not the fighting part, but people have. If they're polite and ask nicely, I even let them pay me back later. Times are tough. You might be surprised. It can get pretty scary in the woods at night.
Aren't you afraid they'll...
What would they do here? I'm just a dirty herbalist with a hut full of dried... Unless they're a death's door.
Help bastards like them?
You say that now, but when someone comes knocking and puts his life in your hands, you can't... Even if you know he's a rotten...
What would you do if some...
I don't rightly know myself. A broken leg or a dagger in the gut. But when I just think about that scum going off and killing someone the next day...
What made you move to this?
You think someone forced me?
Well, I don't know.
You know what, Henry? You're a solid... When I was about your age, I worked as a hired hand in Troskowitz, where this girl took... But I wasn't interested in her, and I told her right away. But trouble still found me anyway.
Сейчас, подождите.
Let me guess.
Maybe, but she also might have been completely innocent. And he put two...
What do you mean?
Ah,
Come on, you can tell me.
he realized it wasn't just about his sister. I never liked... I reckon he'd found it odd for a while, and Sarah just gave him a reason to confront me about it. He gathered some of his friends, and they came...
But if it's true what they say about you, you beat them all up, right?
No, it's true. I'm not proud of it, but if I hadn't done it, they would have beat the life out of...
I'm sorry to hear that. But I don't...
I reckon you're the only one around here who thinks that. The locals think the worst of it. As soon as they have a cut or an itch, they come running.
And you're more than happy to help them. Doesn't...
It does. But at least they don't threaten to burn my hut down, which makes a pleasant change.
Do you live here all alone? In a will?
What wilderness? Walk a few paces, and I'm not really alone.
I understand.
But don't think I'm a hermit. People sometimes come together, but greeting neighbors and listening to gossip every day, I'd rather not. It's true, I don't always sleep easy here. The castle may as well not be there. You get strange people wandering around from time to time. My advice to you is to be careful. I recently saw two. No doubt they don't think I'm worth the effort. But I still lock the door every night and push a bench up against it.
Where exactly did you come across?
In the rocks above my cottage. Be careful if you go there.
You said you could teach...
Other than fighting, I'm pretty familiar with all sorts of herbs.
And you always heal them?
Always. Always when there's still time.
That sounds like it.
I can't now. Come back.
Yes. Опа. Да почему крать? Стоп, где дверь? Ты чё рычишь? Ты на другую собаку кричишь, что ли? Сильно? Так, снотворное, колыбельное, вот оно. Так, что там надо? Масло, горсть, мака, горсть, что-то полох. Блять. Давай тогда это. Вот он, это сюда. Это сюда. Городей крапивку. Блять. Верни. О, в натуре можно было вернуть. Охуеть. Вот это продумка. Что с моей рукой? О, 2 штуки, заебись.
Next time, I should use fresh
Да,
herbs.
да. О, сейчас не так ультовый. Ой, там гроши. Да. Вот так. Так, как он назывался? Блять, не помню. Книги.
Clear up. The Lord be with you. What do you...
Why did you...
Let me guess.
I don't know any men who are herbalists, unless you count a
My grandmother taught me everything I know. She used to take me with her to the forest and told me what it's called, where it grows, and in the evenings, she tested me mercilessly on everything. If I may...
You memorized everything.
Why? I keep all the recipes in my head.
Isn't it dangerous?
Maybe for me. If I lick my fingers while crushing some... But I've never poisoned any... Well,
But people...
what else can they do? The only real apothecary here is Emmerich, and he charges a lot.
Teach...
But if I'm supposed to teach you something...
I understand.
All right.
Tell me how...
Drying them isn't salves. It'll take some... Better pay me compensation, you blackguard.
I'm sure we can sort this out.
You mangy thief! Give it back to...
Forgive me, friend. There must have been some... Supposing you...
What are you playing at? Hand it right back.
О, блядь.
Piss off.
All right. You had your chance.
Блядь, походу учителя прыгнул хорошего, да?
Hey! Take the fucker out, damn it!
Сука, ебаный в рот, алло, барбос, блядь. О. Я чё, я удар нажал. Да, я полетел.
Rule change, you horse. Enough! Leave me be!
We'll see if I let you go or not.
Let me go!
If I were...
Leave me alone!
Бля, ты пса загрыз.
Guards! Quickly!
Ты чё, охуел? Ну ёб твою мать, страшно. Чертополох есть? Сверопул. Я хочу календулу, мята, овчанка, ромашка, бронеглаз. Чертополоха нету у нас, да? Ну, это грустно. Это печально. Хорошего травника проебал, по сути. И вражеского лагеря доебаться. Я живой, не эпический размах. Пиздец, тут замок, вот он, они тут лагерь разбили. Это как? Это что? Это кто? Ой, это что такое? Ты чё, качалка? Рыцарская в натуре, блядь, штанга. Не работает. Значит, я так полагаю, они недалеко. Так, раз, два. Два типа. У меня, во-первых, вот так надо сделать. Во-вторых, где, блядь, мой арбалет? Я тебе в голову дал. Ты чё, дядь?
Everyone get over here! We've got an intruder! Now you're going to get it. You won't get away with that.
Я что там захуярил, типа.
Do it! Damn!
Блядь, пиздец, сука, ты его выкинешь сейчас. Их. Бляха. Где? Лук неплохой. О. Вообще с ним нужно учиться прицеливаться. Держишь, натянуть, отпустить, если перестать натягивать. Ну, собственно, что и было. Ох, овчика его нету, блять. О, тут есть. Стросок. Глефа, охотничьего. Чё? Так, пища. Сразу надо захуячить все яблоки. Без силы. Ну, как будто бы и тот хорош. А, да, и лошадь тоже перегружена. Блять. Сука, скачалка, типа, молодцы. Что тут сказать? Да, блять. Скакали. Родные. Не то нажал. Сука. Блять. Ну типа на этом га? Забавно. Ну, сука. Ссаные волки, блин. Тихо, конь, сопротивляйся.
Quick! Go! Quick! Go! Quick!
Ща, главное, ебалом. Вот, в веточку не влететь.
Quick! Just a bit further.
Ну, по полену. Ага. Так, где-то волки. Лошадь ультует.
Apollonia. Marika was headed somewhere around here. I could have the dog sniff her scarf. Maybe he'll lead me somewhere.
Ничего не жду. Это он, пес. Слышь, балбес, блять. Действие. Дать понять.
Here, Matt. Search.
Ищи. Скотинка. Угу. С этим что-то пол? Такая херня. А это лаванда такая. В крест он там. Красота, ляпота. Уж. Пошли к кресту, пес. Чей такой? О, белый гриб. Пес, погодь, мне интересно. Он не ебаться. Да, ща. Глянь, пес, какая красота. Еще и легкий замок. Это... Нет, нормально, оказалась огромная лопата. Заглох. Красиво. Все идем. О, тут еще и спуск куда-то. А, это подъем. Продолжай гавкать. Я ищу тебя. Где ты? А, вон, бля, как ты там оказался? А, кровь.
Search.
What's that you got?
Do not worry. You will be fine again.
You must be Marika.
I? Did Odette send you? I was hoping he would not find me so quickly. Well, at least he sent you and not my prala. They wouldn't not even bother talking.
Your brothers?
They take after Dad. At least Geza. He's
The Voivod's worried about you. He sent me to find...
worried. Now he worry about me. You don't...
What should I know?
Yes, that sounds like Dad.
So tell me what happened.
I ran away. That happened. My father wanted revenge for the insult to his honor. So my prala went after poor Bohush.
Who insulted his honor?
The villagers! When me and Bohush start courting, Dad sent a messenger to village, saying there must be wedding or Bohush will pay.
The Voivod himself wanted you to get married.
That is what we do. When a chavo and a chai start something, the chavo, man...
So you ran away from the wedding?
Well, Bohush would not be against it. But we were in the forest and his mother and village people laughed at the messenger, sent him back with insults and tortured. Voivod get mad and my prala too. They found poor Bohush, then left him in the forest. Lucky I found him and took care of him. You...
Why don't you go back and explain it?
Once red flows, it is hard to stop the cycle. The people from Samin want to rid of the camp. The Voivod would like to punish all those he did. And he never asked me how it is really. As if men should work it out between themselves. And a girl like me should shut up and wait to see what happens. No, I will not go back alone.
What now? You can't hide here forever.
He would surely have relief for at least a while if he got something to ease the pain. Can you please go and see my mother at the camp? She might be able to help. She knows herbs.
I think I can help him.
You?
Don't worry.
I've treated injuries like this before.
Well,
He mostly needs clean bandages and some ointment for the wound, or a decoction from Marigold. That should bring down the fever. You can take this potion.
oh, I will give it to him right now. But I need amulet from the... It is Chohahuno. Magical. It protects... If dead, give it to me.
Do you think he'll go for it? If you let your brothers do this to Bahush, why would he help him all of a sudden?
He'd do it for me. If you get the amulet for me, I will... use its protective power. Best if he bring it to me himself.
Well, I can try, but no promises. I found this scarf in the cat.
Aye, that's my favorite.
How's Bahush?
It keeps changing. He is delirious for a while, then he is up.
How is...
I cannot complain, except about Bahush's health. We have food to eat, no rain here, and no one can find us. I just miss my family, but then I remembered that
What about your...
I love them and I hate them at the same. They talk of freedom, but if you want to go where you want, there will be trouble.
Can you tell...
About...
No, I didn't...
I know, you fool!
You called...
Going, I
Не,
can... You
вода
all...
нахуй не нужна. Бахуш, что, кто, блядь?
Do not worry, you will be fine again.
Шкварки? Стоп, машина. Оп, 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 шлеп. Опять минуточку. Так, это вон. Я заблудился.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Да. Very воин. Полено. Что за полено? Тупо... Вот эти пещеры? А, хотя, ну смотри. Волки. Здесь волча. Так, ну предлагаю к дороге спуститься. Я обобрался. Я, блядь.
Oh no. Someone must have walked this way badly injured.
Вот беда. Я что убрал? Так, где дорога?
Да!
Стоять, блядь. Где? Ты его пиздишь? О, блядь. Сука там копается в дерьме. Бля, я своей псиной переебал сильно. Даже болтать не хочется.
Quick! Quick! Quick!
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Воу, воу, блядь. Ты уже кривой. Прямой, кривой. Ой, что я подобрал, блядь. Что-то у того суета там. Притаился, блядь.
Show your stuff.
Давай попробуем. Контрудар. Блять. Перевел. Ёб твою мать, ну ты балбес.
bloody pulp fucker. Useless.
Сука, не могу я поймать. Он уводит. Вот если вот влево возьмешь, он вниз ушел. Атаковать будет прямо сейчас. Не, не успеваю. Это бред какой-то малый.
No, you don't. Go fuck yourself.
Да, нихуя себе, прикольно.
Ha! No chance. No, you don't.
Да, блять, тут просто рыцарский замес реально. А как вот тактику превратить? Ну, прям слева, слева. Справа, слева. Справа? Да, не хватит. Ну еще раз. Справа, слева, справа. О, получилось. Но это он не защищался. Блять, что-то. Ну, наконец-то. Ой, пес вернулся. Да, я тебя слышу. Что ты там нашел? Чего?
Free!
Free? Что значок, звучок точнее был какой-то интересный. А чё мне лошадь дайте посмотреть? Это всякая хуйня, да? Лев отдут. Хуйня дешевая. Уп, ну. Сука, чуть-чуть осталось. Ура. Сюда скачи.
Go!
Крадущийся призрак. О, нифига себе. Мгм. Блин, ну, не знаю, мне не нравится седловые. Мне кажется, блядь, все отхватываю. Жахнешь, да, на я бегу. Вот сюда я бегу. Странная мишка.
Go!
груз, алё. Типа намокли, что ли? Серьезно? Да стой ты, блядь.
Siegfried. Aye, and you've come. I just bought this fucking animal from Siegfried. He gave me a friend's discount, but I shouldn't have taken that ram even if it was.
Slow down a little.
As soon as he got a sniff of wolves, he hides.
You think a sheep would stay in the herd?
Aye, exactly. This ram ran off straight into the deepest, darkest forest, and the wolves are said to be in that part of the forest.
Let me guess.
A few years ago, I would have gone in there with pleasure and given them a beating. But what can I do? You're still young.
I'll help you.
Oh, that would be mighty nice of you. That ram is as dumb as a log. But there are some clearings not far from here in the woods. If he's still alive,
He'll come with me, just like that.
No, but take this carrot. He'll follow you to the ends of the earth for that. See you soon, my friend.
Отойди, я помою свои кровавые морды. Ну что же, да. Как тяжело. Пакую. Заебись, пакувал. Заебись. Я выкинул, ты хуй с ним. И нахер вытянуть. Да, блядь, ну как? И это нет. И это нет. Сколько в тебе, блядь, чуть-чуть хватило? Найти потерянного барана. А это что такое? Вы что тут караулите, блядь? Караулили, да? Барашку, блядь, бедную. Где моя собака? Сука, пес. Я спасу, не спасу.
Here, Mutt.
This must be the lost ram. Greetings, sheep. Don't worry. We're going home.
Это что такое? Да ты нахуй. Шапка ебаная, блядь. Где баран? А, за мной.
Sit. I said, sit. Oh, aye. Only for carrots. Run! There are wolves here.
Сука, стой, куда, блядь, ран? Бля.
I should go back. Do you want to hear a joke? What did the wolf say to the baby sheep? Nice to eat you. You're right. It wasn't that funny. These forests are full of wolves. If we run into them, you'll have a choice. You can either run away or fight. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Алло.
Mutt!
No, I shouldn't leave now.
А куда он? Алло, блядь. Эх.
Mutt!
А все, я не могу.
What do you call two sheep who are dating? A relationship. Sit. I said, sit. Oh, aye. Only for carrots.
Морковочка.
No, I shouldn't leave now.
Блять. Ты чё, серьезно?
Should go back.
Ой, бля, ну это что это? Пес ты, блядь, его пугаешь. Иди, приведи этого барана.
Track. Search.
Это пиздец. Ну, о, идет, да? Ты же идешь? Все, пошли, пошли. Да что, блядь, с этой игрой не так? Где-то волки или что? Или как? Или кто? Сука, я всю округу прочешу. О, ты идешь за мной, да? Ой, красавчик, блядь. Починился. Побежали. Нет, дай бы. Да.
How's Stanislav treating you? Why'd you run away when you have so many sheep friends there? Oh, that's the very reason, you say. What do you think about the situation in our country? You're right there. It's full of bandits and humans. Of course. Can't forget about the wolves. I absolutely agree.
А почему этого барана человек озвучил?
Well?
So, what happened?
I brought that ram of you.
That's wonderful of you.
And he almost was, too.
Then you have my admiration.
So I deserve some...
Absolutely, absolutely. Here, you have everything I can afford. You got that thorn out of my side. Or rather, that wolf. Farewell, my friend. Keep your eyes on the road, you...
Опять кого-то посадили, бедолага какого-то.
Good doggy. Good boy.
I'm awfully hungry.
Так, давай, блядь, лошадь. Будем торговать.
Grüß dich.
I'll have a look.
Danke. Das war...
Danke, danke.
Gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
Так, с тобой ничего не надо обсудить.
What's new in...
I was just... He said...
I've seen those.
That we found... I've been... And that's...
That sounds in...
Блядь,
Careful.
снес.
And the law of the land apply to everyone.
Not your day, eh? What did you do?
Nothing.
Really?
Were you expecting a different answer?
What if I freed you?
I'd scarp her, obviously.
How's it going? I expect that's not very comfortable on your back.
Fuck my back. I can hardly feel it anymore. But recently, some joker passed by and put a dead fish in my breeches.
Not your day, eh?
Praise the Lord.
Пауза.
Well,
I've heard you dye your...
I used to. I tried a few times, but I had to give it... Why'd you ask?
I'd like to buy some...
I see. Well, perhaps I could find some leftover...
Ah, damn. Look, I don't need much.
Is that so? Someone from Tarkov put you up to this, am I right? You know what? If I scraped off some of that dry pigment from the edges of the bucket, that could work. Those pigments are
What do you mean?
For example, if you need blue, you can use blueberries or woad leaves. You put them in hot water with the walnuts, good too. With the husks of unripe walnuts, you can get a very... The best way to make red is from madder root. And when you add alum or beeswing to the water, or you could just use plain old black elder. The berries, of course. Oh, and privet's not too bad either. If you can even use...
Well, that's enough, eh? Just sell me the pigment.
Oh.
Here's the money.
And here's the paint. Is that all, or is there anything else?
Would you repair it?
Excellent. You made a fine purchase, good sir.
Greetings. What can I do?
My body...
Certain.
I'd like...
Excellent.
I'll...
All right.
Whew, that dirt just didn't want to come off. But nothing we couldn't handle, sir.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Where's that beer? Good day. One beer.
I saw you have quite a nice...
You mean the white one? It belongs to old Olbrum. Or rather, the old geezer don't have nothing else on his mind besides that bull of his. He barely even...
Do you think Olbrum would...
Not for all the gold in the world, my friend. He even makes the farmhands guard the barn at night. That's... But of course, and... Of course, sir. Will you...
Agreed. Here's your...
Agreed. Anyone can...
What's going on?
Nothing. If you're looking for...
Women are beautiful.
Aren't those dice...
God be with you. Good day to you.
I don't feel much like moving somehow.
Precise.
Go! God! Go! 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 Quick! Ja! Go! Whoa, whoa. Well, there really is an old oak tree here. But what was the rest of the story? Something about smashing the axe on a rock. This could be the rock from the story. I'm on the right path. A grave under the tree, overlooking the valley. This must be where Kuba, Matthias's brother, is buried, together with the silver axe. God in heaven, this really is the axe. All those years in the earth haven't treated it well. I hope I can fix it.
What do you need?
Show me your...
Nasa umatan. Of shine and dunk.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
God bless.
I'm sorry.
What's up,
Tam
fool?
işte son balikerao.
Kaijas Goro.
I talked to...
And where is she?
Not so fast. I have a...
Kasmur. Yes, it is true. I didn't.
So what really happened?
Marika want to leave. So, I say she should get married, and they both stay and travel with us. My two Shave, my sons, Tibor and Geza. They decide to, because they hear all insults, my messenger come back and tell about. So they go to Semin to punish them. Well, at the end, Marika's, and before we know it, Marika gone. She's probably with him.
She wanted to say...
Tibor and Geza go to look for them. But on the way back, oh, and Geza, he has Yagalo, but it ends very badly. Geza get killed, and Tibor get captured. All I get is message that if any one of us go near Semin again, I had two Shave and one Shai. I'm voivode of camp, but except for Aranka, there is no more of my clan here.
Tibor and Gazer, did they go to avenge your honor of their own?
Well,
Yes.
if you could hear the insults they hurled at us. They called us dog-eaters and hit us.
So you sent them?
Not exactly. But Tibor and Geza, see how... But no one...
The message that your messenger came back from...
No.
It was from his mother. Bohush didn't know anything...
It is still his familia. Blood like blood. They stain our honor.
Well, I understand.
What about my shire?
What do you mean, if you can trust me? What about all that...
I said I trust Aranka, and that you will save our camp. But I need my... I made very sure...
But you were leading me by the nose.
I'm voivode.
Why didn't you...
What did you want to hear? That my whole family is destroyed? That my daughter... I do not say kada to everyone. I still have my pativ.
Well, what now? Marika's not coming back alone. She loves Bohush, who's 1 foot in the grave. And she's afraid you'd do something to him here. And that's why she wants you to give her an amulet to protect them.
Amulet? My amulet? I cannot just... I thought you already know everything. Please. Rescue Tibor from the village. And we must give Geza a proper funeral, our way. So his soul can finally rest. Aranka can... Please, I will repay you. Help my family. Te aveți bahtalo, more.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Last night, I had a dream about Marika. She returned to the camp.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greetings, Master Guard.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samin is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you pray. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yurko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
Rabbit speaking the dead.
Hang him!
Fuck you! Come on. Oh, you wee bastard!
What in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the foot.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takov blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yechin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone. What we bought only last week.
Enter! Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yuriko is shit-faced. And your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir. So, lad, you going with it? Oh, you reckon we can't...
No, no.
Take it easy. So, do you know what to do? Or have you got...
Actually, this Yurko and his
They're Lord Samin's kin. They're fine.
only they're from Moravia. So
But what can I tell you, lad? Each to himself. Besides, they stick with...
And you, sir?
Well, son, I wonder if I haven't made a mistake about you. If you haven't figured me out by now.
No, I just meant, what exactly is it you do for...
I'm the captain here, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you. As for my name, it's a nickname Lord Samin's grandpa gave me. May he... When I joined his service as a young fella, I took my gnarly club with me. Wouldn't use anything else. I was used to it. And more than once helped me to, I broke many a hard skull with it. And it's still in one piece. We've been together so long. We...
You're lucky you did...
Or Captain Headcracker.
I'd like to...
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do?
Well, I heard Lord von Burghoff...
Son, I don't know if you're serious. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't you? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with...
We should probably get...
My thoughts exactly.
May your hand fall off, you scum! Surrender! Have it your way, then! I'll beat you into submission!
I surrender! Enough!
We know how to deal with thieves like you'll rot...
Utter not. You'll have to answer...
Oh,
I'll just get the corner over here. He's stealing something!
Well, that's a tough one. I wouldn't get my hopes up.
I surrender! I've got it in. The time has come for... And if I'd... How... Do you have any... Oh,
With you.
shoes to you.
I see you, you
Thou
thief.
shalt not steal.
I surrender. Ah, you've been. Don't think you've been accused. You'll pay a.
Please, this is all just a...
Oh, I apologize, my lord. Hey! Fine! I'll make you surrender!
Mercy! I surrender!
You've been loitering around where you shouldn't have. And I've received... Don't think we're... You've been accused of theft. You'll pay a fine?
Oh, please, this is all just...
Oh, Suck! You stole that! Surrender at once!
Easy! I surrender!
You've been loitering around where you should... Don't... You've been... You'll pay a...
Wait a moment. I just wanted to borrow it for a bit.
That's not how it works. But fine. If you return it, but don't... May your hand fall off, you scum! Surrender at once!
Easy! I surrender!
Felt like stealing. Return what you...
Oh, this is all...
Oh,
Careful.
Sacra! It was here a moment ago. There's a thief lurking about. So calm down. Who the fuck could have punished him?
Good day. Don't get ideas. I wasn't at my best. But
You got quite...
can't you tell? From Znaimo in Moravia. Lovely country.
Well, you don't like it here?
You see any vineyards and bonny lasses here? The locks are broad, all right. They did more the other way.
You're related to this...
Aye. I wouldn't near be here otherwise. My great-grandmother... It's not every day.
Twice removed. But that doesn't...
Ah, who cares? There'll be a good...
Why don't you want...
Why would I want to stramash? I'm near man of violence.
Is it your custom to beat up envoys who come to the courtyard?
Envoy or no, when a new bloke turns up and gives us a queer look, that's fair.
Well...
See? I learnt you something about...
I'm ready to...
All right. Stay close.
As is...
Where will we start searching, sir? If they'd dropped out of Kharkov and headed towards us, they had to pass this coast a bit.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
So, we're here. Charlie, tell the youngster here what's what.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll hold on a mo.
What weapon?
What would you like?
I believe the quill is my...
Is that so? Next time you meet a fella on the road who wants to rob you, you can write a sonnet about it.
But what I meant was...
What do I care? Just save the wise arsery for someone... You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick.
Thank you,
Save the thanks.
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Fucking hell!
Wanker! Fuck that! Oh, no, you don't!
What do you say, son?
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm a
God's truth, sir. You didn't disgrace yourself. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my... But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he's...
I will, Captain.
And since you won, I've got something else for you as well.
Isn't that a bit...
Sir, my left shoulder's fucked anyway.
True enough.
Thank you.
Ah, I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. And you're pretty handy, youngster. You should come to the courtyard, and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Samin. It ain't no abandoned pig then.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky.
I'm from Silver Scallots, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping the dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, man. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
I wouldn't want that, man, if someone gave it to me from me.
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood to...
I understand. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
As you wish. Master Bailiff.
Ask away. Wait now. Aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's...
I heard his hired hand.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Ah. I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that car.
You saw them?
I did. A few days back. They raced through the village in the early evenings.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east. To Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're...
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semin on that car, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding.
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding, Master.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride, after all. Lord Semin would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the... Who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like I have a burning desire to deal.
I understand. But isn't it just that the grooms...
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord... Only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the door in that piddling...
You're right, Master Bailiff. Don't worry, though. People will find...
Let's hope. More like that old miser will go around saying the opposite and put me to shame.
I don't think Lord Semin would do that. Do you know anything about Radovan's...
Only what I've told you. But to tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind if they...
Why's that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, and Radovan, that pair, have mischief in their eyes.
That'll be all.
God bless.
I'll have a... I'd like to discuss...
Sure.
That's more like it. Fine. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Well then, young man, how did it go?
They were spotted here, sir.
So to Yichin.
Oh, they were driving so fast, it was...
The thieving scum.
Sir, I could send a message to...
Oh, it'll take too long.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
Praise Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding to Yichin and listening to Dr.
I remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, gnarly, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yichin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my brains they weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Free Cat.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go, then.
Quick! Whoa! Whoa!
So, St. Anthony.
While you're praying to the patron saint of... Go and have a look along the road, gnarly.
All right, sir. But don't forget, My eyesight ain't...
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it?
A sack of charcoal? That could have fallen off the cart.
You found anything, lad?
There's a sack of charcoal lying in the ditch to the left of the road. The bait.
Oh, that makes sense. To the left.
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the car back now.
I just hope we find the horses too. Yarmilka here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Gutenberg while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's a tough question, sir. But nothing happens on God's green earth without his will. If that's the way God wants it, there's nothing you can do.
None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one, not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar, right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir.
The blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Of course, the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rock. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old young milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you, they got ambushed by them bastards just on the rampage around here, sir.
Oh, be quiet. We still can't be sure of anything.
Ah, Apollonia. I spent a lot of time running around here as a young lad.
Oh, not me.
This place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my legs stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning that the folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Sameen was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the creeps here.
Why is that, sir? It's just some rocks here.
You'd sing a different tune if you had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little. Now she had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins, white ladies. Every night we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit at her spinning wheel telling stories. Everywhere. I'll tell you, it ain't that strange. Isn't much I'm afraid of. My uncle when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell. Fire crackling and the wind whistling outside the window. Never know. And the whirring of the spinning wheel.
Honza, don't start again. I'm trying to tell a story for amusement.
You hear that?
I do. There's somebody there, sure enough.
Let's get closer.
Have you forgotten? I was ordained, you ignorant. For fuck's sake, you was never ordained, Honza.
What do we do now? I heard more.
I used to clamber around here as a girl from Slatigo. Used to come make a fire here, and so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take...
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maiden.
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nice.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck.
I could do without girls with voices like that.
They can't stay away from the tavern. You two don't know the truth from an hole in the ground. Stumble was a priest. He showed me holy pictures and taught me a lot.
Aye, Stumble was a priest. Pigs can fly. And Ghoul's name is really...
Those definitely aren't the blacksmith's hands.
For a wench, he's got a miserable pair of tits on him.
So how's it look, son? How many?
I saw 3. And they... I didn't see them. It looked more like a patrol.
Seems we can't avoid a fight.
Isn't it a bit dangerous? Just...
Sure it's dangerous, youngster. But if you're more dangerous than them bastards...
So, how are we gonna do it?
What else do you suggest?
Someone could go back up top and try to take one of them down with an arrow before we charge them.
Good idea, Henry. And I see you... Climb up top, and as soon as you shoot the first time, we'll charge...
Right you are, Captain.
They rolled around and gave off sparks. I spark. You two are arseholes. I'd have nothing to do with one like that. We ain't right. She might be hexed, or maybe a witch.
You see hexes everywhere. It ain't that strange. Even my uncle had a pair like that. Each eye a different colour, and he definitely weren't hexed.
You've got to be kidding. What the fuck?
Let's see what you can do! Too slow!
I've been waiting for you.
Let's see what you can do!
Ready to leave this light? We're going to gut you, you whoreson!
You're going to fuck with us! True blood! Amen to you!
over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here. And none of them bastards look like the blacksmiths.
Hard to say, but I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camp.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just...
Yeah, well, you were right, as always.
Shouldn't we send for Reem?
Who would we send for? By the time we return, the bastards...
Don't worry, lad. This scum is...
I am.
I thought we had everything clear, Venser. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Make no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Shani, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours.
Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
Dead man!
Show your stuff!
Fuck that!
I'll rip your arse open! There's more of them! We'll finish this quickly!
Help me with him!
Nice hit!
Nice strike! Amen to you. They got what they deserved, the fuckers. Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening?
Spare me.
Come here!
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him.
But they take...
Are you deaf? They took him captive because he wanted to drive off with the load. They fucked over Radovan. They were in cahoots. Only the thief wanted to... And they deserve the same punishment.
Did you see...
No! I had other things on my hands. Besides...
And what punishment can he expect?
Now listen up, Henry. We don't promise nothing to no scum. Never. And if you promise him anything else, you'll be lying. Don't forget. A man's word of honor.
I'll go and try...
Great.
I've got you now, Venser.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you against me. Besides, if I do you...
Can't you think of any other...
Well, you could let me...
Why would I?
Maybe for coin.
Carry on.
Well, Ghouls wasn't entirely wrong. We wanted to fuck him over.
Only it didn't work out.
As you can see, we had to pull the cart over and haul the goods up to the rocks. But before Ghouls had a chance to count the loot, well, that is, my cousin Franzi did. I had enough work hauling them sacks. If you let me go, well, I'll tell you where...
And what did he...
I don't really know. But he found something on the cart, nicely wrapped up, so he swiped it. He said it looked...
So you want to bribe me with something, and you don't even...
Don't worry. It's something valuable.
All right, then.
The thing is, I don't actually know. Well, only Franzi does. He drew himself a map.
So, besides some dodgy map, you actually...
That's not nothing. I reckon I gave...
You do you?
So you'll...
Not a chance.
But I gave you what you want.
No. I didn't want anything. And in the end, you gave me nothing but a story that might or might not be true. Who knows what they'll do to you?
For robbing Semine. That... He left me strung up from the nearest tree.
Hey, I saw you cozying up with Ghouls. Seems to me...
What? He wanted to skin me alive.
But he didn't.
What's that got to...
Well, I'd say you have a way with the nobles. People trust you. You just say it was the rashness of youth. You'll tell Lord Semine it was a youthful folly.
Convince his lordship.
Well, either you give it a try...
Although... Ma, always... For sure. I'm better at it than fighting with strangers or... All right. But only if you'll put in a good word. You'll tell them that I gave him up right away. And I don't know...
You got it. But I'll try...
All right.
I've got a prisoner for you, sir.
Excellent. It all worked out quite well in the end.
What about Ghouls?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, young. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me. You deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed... We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to take. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible. About what...
What's going to happen with...
You mean Radovan's hands? The other fellow was tied up, so who knows what went down. Maybe Gnarly'll have a word with him.
Sir, Venser surrendered because I promised to put...
Well, it's nice that you promised him. But I'm the one who'll decide on the...
All right. Could you wait a while? I'd better just...
All right, but make it... I was happy to get out of Semine for a while.
I ain't done nothing, I swear. It was Venser.
search.
That offer of a ride?
Sure.
A ride with...
Wait until you're my age.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Vencer's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
It weren't like that at all. We shook on it. But on the way, you had the idea we'd keep it.
What? That ain't true.
Leave it out, you two. One way or another, you wanted to fuck me up. Doesn't matter whose idea it was.
So, you wanted to steal the cart for yourselves, but you still got caught?
I didn't want to steal anything. That was Vencer.
It was your idea. What the fuck are you talking about, blaming Vencer?
You really are, right? If you hadn't gone round the rocks, it wouldn't be a problem. But I've got a big heart, so I sent the lad to give you a hand.
I told Francie it wasn't a good idea to nick it.
As soon as you stole the lad, you gave the horses a whip. You were holding the reins, Spencer,
You see?
while you were shouting rude insults. You're both ending up in your neck, as far as I'm concerned.
Where are you taking us?
To Sameen, where his lordship will hear you out and decide what to do. I hope you realise we can't just execute you. Ah, it depends. By right, I should send a plea to some court to decide if we can behead you. But in these shitty times, nobody will give a toss. Parchment's dear, and ink ain't free either. Are you yanking my pizzle? You're a fine one to talk about law.
And what will happen to us?
God grant you health.
If Lord Seming's in a good mood, he'll try to find out whose idea it was.
It definitely wasn't mine.
You're such a rat, Frenzy!
On the other hand, when I hear you lot going on and on, I reckon he might not give a damn.
I'm innocent. I swear on my ma's soul.
Is that supposed to soften my heart? Pah! Every man I dragged to the gallows swore on his mother. Nobody with any decency would risk his mother's immortal soul, even if he was as pure as the driven snow. But this bastard doesn't think twice about his soul. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Only the lowest of the low will win.
That's right! You always were a piece of shit, Francie. No scruples.
Well, ain't it grand to have you here to explain everything? Now shut your gobs, the three of you. Don't want you poisoning the air with the shit you spout. Right, we're in Troskovitz. This is where you get off, Henry.
Thanks a lot, Captain.
Don't forget to go and tell Radovan what happened, so he can stop worrying.
Will do.
And drop by Stamine sometime. You may be wet behind the ears still, but you're a laugh to have around.
Wet behind the ears? You're a bit young for that kind of talk, Captain.
Right, only. Smile much. I didn't know we had a certain
Greetings. Do you need some?
What's the...
Nothing more, and I hope it...
Can I... Just all I need is...
For a few groschen, there's some...
All right, here's some groschen.
Very well. Feel free to sleep on the hay, but don't go wandering...
Where should...
You can sleep in the barn behind the cart, right next...
I apologize.
What can you do?
Greetings.
Greetings. What brings you here, sir?
Gamekeeper Voss.
You were sent by...
Yes. He hired me to find and catch. That job's done. He said there's something I could help. He was talking about some...
Nice. You might actually... What's your name?
Henry.
I'm Varel, the gamekeeper in these parts. But I suppose the lad who helps me told me a while ago about this ghost you... But I'll tell you about that after you help me with those bastards infesting my... What do you say?
Aye.
Sure.
How do you know you've got poached?
The usual. There's been less and less game, and there's always a reason for that. I thought at first it might be them wolves, but I found some remains.
How can you tell?
There were knife cuts on the bones, not marks of wolves.
Where do these...
The first one has been poaching Troska. Now we've started patrolling there. He's pulled back to somewhere to the east of the graveyard, and we ain't too keen to go there.
Why's that?
The place is cursed. You know that half-built cottage in Slatterg?
That must be deep in the forest.
The previous gamekeeper started building it, but he didn't finish. He kicked the bucket before he could go on his first round. I've been gamekeeper here since then, and I don't...
Vostatek was moaning his forests are full of the vermin. How many do you think you've got here?
I have my suspicions about 3 places, and poachers always work alone.
Do you know of anyone near...
Try asking Ignatius, the Troskovitz gravedigger. Maybe he saw someone around there and can point you in the right direction.
Good idea. Right.
Good luck.
What are you looking for?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Ah, don't be like that. What's up?
I'll tell you.
Of course.
I'm looking. I have a map to it, but I'm not sure I'm going the right way.
Well, let me...
So you can commit it to memory over my death.
Do I look like it? You'd be hard-pressed to find a...
Well...
Yes.
Here you go. So what's it gonna be?
I hate to be the bearer...
What?
This is no map.
What?
Well, I thought it was odd. And the line...
Fuck! You might as well...
Jesus Christ, be brave.
Wie geht's, Mann? Show me...
Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein.
Bis bald.
Quick! 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 Whoa, whoa.
The Lord be with... I'm looking for a Have you seen anything suspicious? Not a poacher, I'm afraid, but more wool. It's mighty odd how many of them are... I wouldn't be surprised if it was down to some sloppy poach.
Any idea where I should take...
Right behind the cottage, there's a little path lined with... Follow it into the woods and take... The Slitigo forest ain't that thick. It's nothing but...
Thanks.
Farewell, my friend.
Search. That must be the unfinished cottage Varel was talking about. This is the poacher's camp for sure. Only there's no one here. And it looks like nobody's been here for quite some time. That's odd. I must have a look around. Track.
Show me.
It looks like the poacher was attacked by wolves in his hideout. He tried to flee, but they chased him down. Oh well. I'd better report it to the gamekeeper. I've got some evidence if he wants it. What is it? What?
My God, lad.
I've got news about that poacher that...
And?
Not exactly...
What does that mean?
Well, you know how you said this poacher leaves a...
I know, the weasel.
Anyway, that's how the... He didn't stand a chance against them. There wasn't much left of him, but I brought at least this.
Show me. This knife will be no use to him now. Getting ripped to pieces by... never mind. I'm not gonna...
You said something about a ghost. Will you tell me what that...
Hold your horses. If you help with another poacher, I'll tell you the whole story. Or are you tired of walking through our beautiful forests?
I'll leave it out.
What do you want to know?
What should I do?
If some wild beast doesn't mete out justice first, aye. If he's not willing, but make sure he's not too battered.
Yeah. There's a lot of poachers on the rampage here. Is there anything different about this one?
This poacher is operating on
a big scale.
He's killing so much game that he must be selling it somewhere. It's much more than he could use himself. Only, to prove anything, I'd have to grill all the innkeepers in the air.
Where does this one hunt?
A stone's throw from here. In the...
Christ! That's right here under your...
I don't like going into them forests, to tell the truth. Even though they're not... There's something not right. The game is often frightened. Miller Kreisel occurred to me. He looks out over that area, so he might know something. Even if he...
Actually, Kreisel has people working for him who... I'll ask them.
Whatever you say.
Thanks. I'll go and find...
Good luck.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. God bless.
You silly doggy.
Things.
Greetings, neighbor.
Good day.
Blessings to you. Careful.
I talked to the Jalioff bathhouse.
And? They were pleased and bit.
Turns out no girl in the region wants anything. They've had bad experiences.
Did you tell them how much I...
Even a golden goose.
Sakra, that's a bit...
I found our lady.
Excellent!
Her name's Eneline of Winterthur.
Hmm. She's got a name like a noble. Maybe a bit too foreign. Sister, tell me, what did this...
She agreed to everything.
So what are you chatting here with me for? Get to it!
What's new?
Nothing much, lad.
You seem like a reasonable...
Where are you going?
Well, I reckon if you share them with me, it'll make it easier to enjoy.
I'm glad you know what you're getting. Are you interested in the theory of light?
That's a bit too fast for me.
I can't now.
No food for me here.
Quick!
Go!
Ka! Quick! Quick! Oh, whoa!
What? You cut.
Game, you don't have anything to do.
Are you mad? If Crazel found out I was poaching, he'd skin me alive. And then Bonnie would have my guts for garters. No, that'll be them arseholes deeper in the forest above us. I spotted a couple of them when I was having a shit there. So watch where you put your feet if you go looking for them. Farewell, and take a bath for goodness sake. You look awful.
Lord be with you.
I'd like to...
And what would you...
Tell me the...
Great.
God.
Whoa, whoa. Someone's making camp here, but it looks like a bandit's camp.
Hmm?
This is definitely evidence.
Now you're gonna get it. Attack! Everyone, get over here! Fuck that! No, you... Show what you're made of.
What was that sound? All right.
How are you faring?
Well, you know how it is. We minstrels are always on the move.
You're not wrong. The poorer people get, the more they drink and...
The poor man sins, the noble sins twice, but the
What's your name?
They call me Dancer. But
And can I hear that?
if you come by after a show, maybe I'll let you give... But now, alas, there's no time to perform.
Why the...
Our tricks and jests rub some respectable old farts up the... Our tomcat entertained the bailiff's wife, in the hay, and he caught them in the act.
I bet he didn't find it funny, did he?
Indeed. The bailiff don't take...
Should we play?
I'm game, if you're not a...
Losing to you would not...
What game would you like to play?
Wagoners!
Let's play.
Let's see what you've got.
Even a fool gets lucky sometimes. Keep that up and you've got it. You have to have a bit of sense and count the dice.
That's as high as I dare
we
to go.
didn't have such dice when I was young. We shaped them out of clay and played with them. And they were rounded and didn't have any numbers on them.
What a disaster
That's how
again.
it's done. That's the...
I'm afraid it...
Farewell.
It happens. Just watch where you're going.
Blessings to you.
I found those poachers.
Poachers?
Yeah. A whole band of them. And not...
How'd you figure?
From the way they were armed to the teeth. Their camp is a little to the south of the pond.
Somewhere by the rocks? But that's damn... Got any proof they're there?
I found...
Typical. The fucker...
This lot weren't willing to listen to reason. So I dealt with. They won't be doing any more poaching.
Blimey. You took... Well, you saved me having to persuade Bailiff Thrush to send the Troskovitz garrison after them.
Are you going to finally tell me?
Aye, I will. This ghost fella is a poacher too. But he ain't like any other poacher we've had.
Where should I look for him?
That bastard is poaching between my patch. He knows it's the least patrolled area, since we don't quite know which one of us is responsible for it. You just need to head north a bit from Trotsky Castle.
To the north of the castle?
You can start at the crossroads, northeast of the castle. Search the rocks. Like I says, us huntsmen don't go there much, so we don't...
Do you want me to send him to the...
Exactly. If he ain't already wolf food or ain't armed to the teeth.
What else can you tell me about him? Why do you think he's different than the other poachers?
He's one big mystery, that. He's a damn good hunter. Every shot hits the mark. On the other hand, he leaves a right mess. And the way he guts the animals, I ain't sure if he does it on purpose or he's just...
Sounds like he could be a huntsman out for revenge.
Nobody's taking revenge on me, that's for sure. But I don't know if Vostatek cursed anyone during... But it's true. There's a lot that suggests...
I'll get on it then.
I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Quick! 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 Whoa! Whoa!
Blessing.
I hear there's a captive gnome.
Aye, there is. He's locked up at the Saddler's, and I don't want... It was good to see you, my friend.
Excellent.
What do you have?
I hope...
Show me.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Do you know something about a nomad who's held cap?
What's it to you? And a word of advice for you. Don't try anything.
What do you think?
Nothing good. We went there for a payback. They're in cahoots with those Cumans, and those...
I'm looking for Tibor, a nomad who's being held against his will somewhere around here. Would you know anything about...
Oh, aye. A filthy tramp from that devil's camp by the pond. One of them that killed poor Bob. We've got that wretch from that infernal camp tied up in...
Did you take him captive for no good...
We caught him in the woods with that brother of his. We tried to play nice, but the other fella pulled a dagger right away. So he got... And his brother gave himself up.
What are you going to do with him?
We're going to teach them thieving vagrants a lesson. If they want him back, they'll have to pay a fat ransom. Otherwise...
Won't you let him go?
Are you mad? Why the fuck would...
Those nomads care about family ties. Do you think they won't come for him? Do you want more blood on your hands?
Well, I don't, but... All right, if the fellas found out I helped you, they'd lock me up in his blood. The keys to the room are inside the barn, on a kind...
Hey, what? Untie me, please.
Wait for a little while longer.
Peras quieres? Wait for what? Doomsday? See, Yar, let's get out of here. Follow me. That was something. The last time I ran that fast. Palikeraf, thank you, Amalo. Who are you anyway?
I'm Henry, the voice.
So, you know I am Tibor then? I am in your debt, Amalo. I expect many things, but not getting rescued.
Don't mention... The Voivod wants to...
Did you talk to Edda?
Not yet.
She must come to stay with him, Vartinel. The two of us can at least get it ready. We just need to bring Geza to his favorite...
But you must tell me what happened to the poor...
Alas, Geza. I will have that picture before my eyes as long as I shall live. He was a Delino sometimes. We were walking through the woods when they jump us. Geza think they come to avenge Bohush. He stepped one of them and the rest of them beat him to death.
I need to know where it happened.
A bit to the east of the village. In the woods by the... Then they dragged Miropral away and tied him to a tree. As a warning, they say...
Do you know where his favorite place is?
Yes, we went there together often. There is a shukar view of the woods and a... Just go west along the rocks from the woodcutters. About 200... There is a nice clearing there. I will go ahead and wait for you.
I think I know...
I will meet you in the clearing.
I know where Marika is. She's taking care of Bahush.
I am sorry to hear that. The important thing is that... Mituda wel bacht, te sastipen.